Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters, healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment. Independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
And direct to me, Ike Engelbaum, is actually 888-489-8980. I purposely get all these numbers out so that in the event you do want to play the lottery, if you combine those numbers, I am pretty sure you have a good chance of winning the lottery. But I can't guarantee it. But what I can guarantee you, that you're really going to appreciate our next guest, who I've had the privilege of seeing in person a few times. And he's tailor-made for his particular position. Guess what? His name is Ron Tailor. Ronald Tailor has spent more than 30 years dedicated to serving older adults. His experience at the regional, state, federal level, and now he's got the magnificent title of CEO of the Detroit Area Agency on Aging. He has always put people first, working to make sure that they get the care they need that's effective and accessible. And if you're a senior in our community, he's the man. And I'm so privileged to be able to be in touch with him. Throughout his career, Ron Tailor has remained focused on closing the gaps in the services and addressing disparities that affect older adults. He's passionate about breaking down social isolation barriers, creating opportunities for generations to connect, and supporting the family caregivers who play such a vital role in the lives of their loved ones. His leadership has earned him recognition across the aging services field, and he actively serves on a variety of local, state, and national boards and committees. Mr. Tailor, are you sure you want to talk to me? Are you up there in the higher leagues? I ain't there yet. Hello, Ronald Tailor.
How you doing this morning, Mr. Engelbaum? And thank you so much for having me.
Hey, my name is Ike. Can I get Mr. Ike? Okay?
Ike, my name is Ron. Okay, and my name is Ron, okay?
All right. Remember, Ike is the guy that you like. All right. Anyway, I enjoyed our brief meeting at a terrific event that Area Agency on Aging puts on every year. You were working the crowd out there. Was it 7 Mile and Telegraph at the church for the I guess a annual get together for seniors, and we had a terrific speaker who I've had the privilege of on the air, a comedian who really was terrific. So it's such a delight to have you on the air. And I'm so glad we could connect today because you had sent me a rather concerning note about the current situation with the cutbacks and all. Do you want to approach that? Go ahead.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Ike, and thank you so much for having us today as far as from the Detroit Area Agency on Aging. And we are an organization that has been around for about 45 years, and we serve the communities of Detroit, Hamtramck, Highland Park, Harper Woods, along with the 5 Grosse Points. And one of the things that I'm quite certain everybody is very familiar and has been hearing some of the feedback that's coming out of our nation's capital as related to some of the changes that are underway. And there's a couple that are very pertinent and that really strikes home for us within the Aging Network. And the first issue would be in regards to the executive office and their decision to eliminate or dismantle the entity or the department that was known as the Administration for Community Living. And the Administration for Community Living was the federal focal point for all things aging as related to the Older Americans Act, and it housed the Administration on Aging, and then it also housed the departments and the administrations on disability. So the dismantling of the Administration for Community Living has really raised a lot of questions as related to what is the direction or what is going to be the future for older adult programs. And so, what it appears as if, and if some of the information that we've received as related to the HHH budget that was leaked last week or a couple of weeks ago, is that some of the aging services and programs will be carved out and giving to the Administration for Children and Families. And so, within this HHP organization, ACF would handle what would be the nutrition programs, while the other programs for older adults would be targeted or would be delegated to the Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services. And they would actually oversee the supportive services and the home caregiving and health promotion and services around or programs around that. Now, what is concerning is that there's a separation and the lack of conformity or unity related to these aging services and programs. And then also in regards to the fact that we don't have that leading voice, or we don't have that one entity that could truly advocate on our behalf. And so also will our programs and services get buried? So that's one issue that that we are really concerned about and which we're really advocating for. But even on top of that, while we want the Administration for Community Living to somewhat be made whole, of even more importance is that we do need and we do want that those programs that have been carved out, for them to be fully funded. And based upon the budget, it appears as if some of the programs may be cut. So we really need those programs to be fully funded. The second activity or the second issue in relationship to this is the fact that we keep hearing about how the government really would like to reduce its footprint from a financial perspective. And one of the roles or one of the ways for it to achieve a reduction would be to cut Medicaid. And some of the numbers that have been thrown out has been that, Medicaid would be cut by $880 billion over the next 10 years. And so that equates to about an $88 billion per cut per year. That would create a great deal of hardship and a great deal of it would have a significant impact on the ability of individuals to receive services throughout this country. So that was kind of the gist or the crux of our communication in regards to the fact that we need to make certain that aging services and programs are continue to be made whole. And then also that we really, the proposed cuts in Medicaid could be draconian and could be devastating to our community in many ways. And so we need to advocate and to let our legislators and others know that, that our community and our constituents cannot afford to absorb those types of cuts.
I hate to put you on the spot, Ron, and I hope you don't mind calling you Ron. I feel a friendship that I hope we developed. Your predecessor, Paul Bridgewater, was a delight to work with, and I can see you have a lot of his talent and all. But we always hear, contact your legislator. And is there any way to make it simpler for seniors who may not know who their legislator is and how to contact them? Is there any thought ever been given by the Area Agency on Aging? Because you certainly cover such a broad area that, hey, if you're in Hamtramck, here's who the person that you should contact. Is there such a thing?
Yes, there would be, and I would say within our community, we have worked with, and I would say that all of our federal legislators, as far as Senator Peters and also Senator Slockins, along with our representatives as far as Rashida Tlaib, and also Siri Tanadar. They have been very supportive of ensuring that the our constituents and their constituents continue to receive the services at a funding level that would be appropriate for them. So I would just we can, if you need the information, or if we can you need information as related to who your congressional representative would be, you can reach out to the Detroit Area Agency on Aging either through our website at DetroitSeniorSolutions.org, or you can contact us at 313-446-4444 and ask to speak with either myself or with Kayla Perry, who is our Director of Communications and Marketing. And we could provide you the information in which you need. But you can reach us again at DetroitSeniorSolutions.org, or you can reach us at 313-446-4444.
Yes, I've had the privilege of talking to Kayla Perry. She's a real spark plug.
I was going to say, I was just going to share.
What's that? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. My apologies.
I was going to say that she responded so efficiently in setting up our interview, and I cannot stress the importance for seniors to know the human being that they should contact. I've been around the block, so to speak. I'm 86 years old, so I've attended a lot of these meetings, and the one common thread that comes out is that you always hear, contact your legislator. But meanwhile, too many people are embarrassed to tell you they don't know who their legislator is. And worse yet, they want it simple versus all this gobbledygook with voicemail. So you're so kind in giving out your number, 313-446-4444. And especially if you're into golf, you'll remember 4. Anyway, my toll-free number is 888-489-8980. And a little tip in fact, 2 tips that I want to share before we wrap up our interview, and that is number 1, invest in a postcard as well. And once you get the contact information, you don't have to make a big, long-winded letter. Just say, hey, please help us in our community, and send it to the appropriate legislator. I heard it right from the mouths of many politicians. When you send an email or you make a phone call, don't misunderstand. Do that as well. But if you send a personal postcard or a letter, that letter means 40,000 votes. This is coming straight from a politician. You always hear of these politicians when they're running for office. Yes, I'm here to help you. But then when they get back into Washington, they forget what your zip code is. Remind them. And with people like you, Ron Tailor, at the helm, I certainly look forward to coming to some of your meetings and all. And before we part company, is there anything that you wanted to say that I did not give you a chance to say? Please say it now.
Yeah,
is there anything we missed?
I would say that you are one heck of an advocate and one heck of a friend, and I just appreciate that, and we appreciate that from DAAA. And I would just add that this is a issue or a period of time that I don't think any of us have experienced before. And it would take all of us, and it's going to take each and every one of us, and the collective energies, collective voices, and the collective lift to ensure and to continue to push the magnitude and the importance of aging services and programs. And so, if you could find it in your time and also in your heart to just advocate or to reach out or to promote the necessity for the continuation of aging services and programs, and also no funding cuts to Medicaid, that would be huge. But then also, if you're in need of services, or if you're in need of any resources, or you have a caregiver that may be need of appropriate information and or supportive services, please have them reach out to the Detroit Area Agency on Aging. And again, our number is 313-446-4444. And you could reach us also at the Detroit Senior Solutions. But please give us a call and or reach out through our website.
Well said, sir. We'll have to get you on the air again. With that voice, I'm concerned that if I get you on the air too many times, they're going to replace me and put you on. But we'll have to work that out after off the air, okay?
All right. Thanks so much. Yeah, thanks so much, Ike. Thank you so much.
Have a great day. We're taking a brief break, and we'll be right back. Don't you go away.
When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all, or just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
And I am so glad that I have an opportunity to share one of my favorite ichisms after hearing these particular promotional spots. As you know, I depend on sponsors, If you're in the healthcare field and would like to be interviewed and share your talents in helping seniors, by all means, we're always looking for sponsors as well as interesting people to interview. Our toll-free number is 888-489-8980. And again, 888-489-8980. I am so sure that whatever you need, I can provide, if not myself. I've got over hundreds of resources, including the various service organizations that are so really terrific in what they offer. And my ichism that I'm leading up to says, it matters not so much what you say or how you say it. What counts is whether you are understood. And I feel frustrated to be upfront with you when I send out a message that you realize we can help you stay in your own home for as long as your good genes will allow us. And I joke about will help your overcoming bad genes if you have them. We have caregivers that are volunteers. There's different organizations that will offer for free respite care. All you got to do is ask. So many people, unfortunately, because of all of this telemarketing gobbledygook where you get calls from out of the country trying to sell you something that you don't even know exists. I am here to tell you what I am devoted, and my passion is not only to help you via the old-fashioned way, or I should say the current way of telephones, but human being to human being connections. That's why I encourage you to join up to your nearest senior center and mingle with people on a one-to-one basis. We are so shell-shocked, unfortunately now, since the COVID virus, that we are reluctant to get out of the house. Get out of the house. Things aren't as terrible as they may sound. You want to be careful, but human being to human being communication is available. And when you call our toll-free number, 888-489-8980, leave a time that we can call you back so we can be in touch human being to human being. Is that communicating? Yes. Right now I got to communicate that I have to wrap it up for this segment for this week. We'll be back next week, I hope. My actual parting line is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with the bright side of aging.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other in achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now.
Now, I hope you're enjoying the day, and it's off to a enjoyable start, and hopefully many more days are delightful to get out and appreciate this wonderful state called Michigan. Yes, I love this time of the year. And in fact, each time of the year, thank goodness for our state. We are blessed in that we have a choice of 4 seasons. The great news is this way you don't get bored. As soon as you get tired of winter, spring comes along, and hopefully we have a summer that lasts for a while. Then we go with the autumn leaves, and then, of course, we wrap it up with Santa Claus, hopefully, knowing where you live. The only problem I have with Michigan and the 4 seasons is that, unfortunately, many times all 4 seasons come all in one day. I'd like to spread it out, okay? And that's the purpose of our show, is to spread out how, if indeed you can be a more meaningful citizen of this wonderful country, no matter how hard our politicians are trying to complicate things. You know, there's an anecdote I use, how you can tell a politician is that if a politician says yes, he really means maybe. If he says maybe, he really means no. And if he says no, he ain't a politician. There's a lot of wisdom to good humor. Unfortunately, a lot of politicians tell us stuff that before they get elected, how wonderful it's going to be if you do vote for them. And once you vote for them, they somehow have difficulty remembering what they promised. But we shall survive. Our country is strong, and every time we have a setback, it many times makes us stronger. But one thing that really frustrates me, here we are in the year 2025, and in the Jewish tradition, we just celebrated Passover, and And our tradition with Passover is to celebrate how we were able to escape slavery. Guess what? We've got monsters out there that are recreating what we thought we'd never have to deal with again. Human trafficking has become a horrendous problem, and because of social media, it gives these monsters an opportunity to be in touch with one another more efficiently than ever before. But as many things in our great country, the United States, when there's a problem, we group together with motivated, passionate people that want to make a positive difference. And one of the greatest organizations for that cause of trying to eliminate human trafficking is Hope Against Trafficking. And I'm so pleased that I have the opportunity to have Jen Barnowski, who, by the way, in Polish should be pronounced Barnowski. Is that right, Jen Barnowski?
You are correct. You are correct. I'm just happy
Jen
when people can say it.
Is a dedicated board member of Hope Against Trafficking in Pontiac. She helps to recruit volunteers of all kinds to help Hope, their residents, and the community. She is a retired hairdresser. After 45 years of helping people be beautiful, she has always volunteered, and especially with ministries at local prisons and in youth programs. What a magnificent cause that is, Jen. You're a special individual because, unfortunately, although a lot of the prisoners are there not because they're good people, they still are people. And the fact that you've devoted a good part of your professional career to help them get dignity, and likewise in ministries, this is a personal story that I think you'll appreciate. My mother, when her last day, she was a beautiful woman and had a great hairstyle. And she passed away in her early 90s, and she was in a retirement home. Now, bear in mind, it was pretty eminent that this was going to be her last day, and she was scheduled to have a beauty shop appointment. And I went to visit her, and she said, "Oh, wait, I got to wait for the beautician to come in." I'll never forget that. Here, my mother was still concerned about her appearance, and you've got that gift, obviously, since you did it so long, that helping people really feel good about themselves. And I hate to belabor the time, but Henny Youngman had a great line that says that my wife has a beauty shop appointment this afternoon. They are giving her a last chance. Anyway, let's talk about how the whole concept of Hope Against Trafficking, Jen Barnowski, and April is National Volunteerism Month, and I thought that maybe you could address some of the talking points. Number one, what are the ripple effects of service?
Well, when you serve, you see what you're going to help another person, whether it be helping their home. For us, we've been working on houses because we're adding beds to our rooms. We need more beds for girls to stay in. Maybe you help in that area. Maybe you help in our garden area, or, and help that become a beautiful place for the community. That we have it for our women, and we also have it for community members in the area to help them out. maybe you like to drive, after you've worked with us for 6 months or so. If it works well, then we get you into the programming and we help you. You can help them drive to certain appointments that they may have. And with that, it's something that keeps on giving in your heart. And sometimes you don't see the immediate effect, but trust me, these girls remember you forever, and that help that you gave them during this journey, this new journey in their life.
Well, it's ironic how there was a song about little things mean a lot. A lot of people don't assume that just helping someone drive who unfortunately can't drive now to get groceries, or I had an episode in my personal life where I had this woman who you can tell by the call that she was really stressed out. He said, "Oh, I need help," and we provide through House Calls on Wheels that I promote through our toll-free number 888-489-8980. And she called. She said, "I just noticed I have to renew my driver's license today, and I can't get to the Secretary of State." And it was like life and death for her just to be able to go to the Secretary of State, maybe about 5 blocks away, but she couldn't get there. Yeah. So something like that, I repeat, because I remember I couldn't get my drivers out, so I went myself. The gratitude she expressed still makes me feel so good, even repeating that. And, of course, They say one of the biggest problems people have in life is they don't feel they're fulfilling a purpose. And I'm wondering if you could address how your volunteering can assist in that area of finding purpose through giving.
Oh, always. Even me as a retired person, I just felt a little lost, when I retired, of like, there's got to be something more than playing games and pickleball and golf. And I just felt like I had no purpose. So with me working in the prisons, I really miss that ministry. And with COVID, it changed things. So when I was given a card for hope, I met many women that had struggled with trafficking. And it just warmed my heart to finally be able to come and find a way to give them a new life, a new beginning. And, I first started out just helping out with the house, and it was rewarding to see this old house become rooms and a kitchen and a place for us to gather and meet with them to help with their education, with their counseling, with reading programs. We even have cooks that come in and teach them how to cook, which we are in need of again. We need more of those. And when you leave, it's a far better feeling that you can have than any sport could ever give you. I don't know, just gives me great joy to know that today I made their life a little better. Might not be perfect yet, but it'll never be perfect, but I made their life better today. And that's what it's all about, helping another, right?
Right, absolutely. And like all great organizations, the one common denominator is that you're always looking for financial support. And I understand that there is a couple of events that folks might want to participate and have fun at the same time. You have a Kentucky Derby Gala and a fun run. Yes? Tell us about that.
Yeah, the Kentucky Derby is this Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday is our Kentucky Derby. We have a few tickets left. If you would love to come, it's a great way to hear about us and know a little bit more about us and contribute to help us, because we are growing and we've started a new education program. We also need to start hiring more staff as we get more girls coming into our program or women coming into our program. And we really are growing fast with that. We have a spring cleanup that's always a good way to see one of our properties and help us clean up all the grounds on the properties. We also have meet and greets if you want to learn about that. We have a 5K run this fall that's amazing out our way in Kensington. I believe it's going to be in Kensington. It might change a little bit, but it'll be in September. Any one of those things would be great. Even if you want your organization to come and do a community service for us, please give us a call, because we would set up a day for you to come with your community, and we'll give you. We always have things that need to be done. So, in any one of those ways, you could always go to Hope Against Trafficking and fill out the volunteer form, and then I would call you right back. I would call you within a week and try to get you connected to the person that could help you become a part of that. And if you can't come out to us, there's many ways to give to us online. Freedom Fighters is a great one that you give a monthly giving. You could give to a certain program, like maybe just the education program you would like to support us with. Their housing, we're always needing laptops. We need new laptops for a couple of the women that are now starting college online. And so there's just many opportunities. So please just give us a call, and we will find a way that works best for you and your community. I actually am also starting to set up communities in different areas, because we're far and from many areas. So I'm trying to set up little teams in different communities. I'm trying to set up one down in Ann Arbor, one in Detroit, one in Genesee County. County.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but what's the phone number that people should call to get more information? Because unfortunately we're running out of time.
Yep.
What's the
phone number? Her name is Jill. Yep, her name is Jill, and her phone number is 248-331-5499, or you can call me, Jennifer, at 248-770-9609.
Okay, and the safety net number always, our toll-free number is 888-489-8980, and we'll continue our conversation on an upcoming date very soon. Right now, I have to take a brief break for our next guest, so don't go away, folks. Thanks a lot, Miss Jen Barnowski. Bye.
Yes, okay. Thank you for listening to us. Have a great day.
Thank you. Right, right.
For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
And the number for us, whenever you want to get a hold of top-notch people and helping you in your entrepreneurial career, is 888-489-8980. One of the biggest issues you have as an entrepreneur is that you want to use your time wisely. And unfortunately, we have always something that has to be done at the same time as another thing. So what do? Rather than trying to do everything by yourself, don't be the Lone Ranger, because he also needed Tonto. One of the greatest ways to really increase your business is to make sure you're using your time wisely and speaking to the right people at the right time. There's a new generation of how you can do that that's never really been done as successful as our next guest. Sam Gupta has, and I am not making this up, but I've had the privilege of talking to some of his staff, and being a nosy guy, I was just schmoozing one time and trying to visit with Sam and ask some of his staff, so what is it like to work for Sam? And I'm not making this up. There was about 2 or 3 people standing around, and they said, he's a genius. So here I am, privileged to have Sam Gupta, who is the owner of Unified Media Marketing Group. And it's not a fly-by-night outfit. He has been around for at least 15 years, so he must be doing something right. And being innovative and also being able to take advantage of what is going on in our technology world today, he has created a dynamite program that's best described as lead generation, with a focus on attracting the highest quality leads. So in other words, he can guide you where you're talking to the decision makers, but not just the decision, but they can sign a check. Is that right, Mr. Sam Gupta?
Yes, it is absolutely correct.
And I really had a fun time talking to you the other day about when I heard about it, lead generation. Gee, that sounds, so wishy-washy. What is lead generation? Tell us.
Yes. One of the things in my journey that I realized is we use words so abstract, in such an abstract manner, that a lot of businesses do not get the results that they're looking for. They'll say, hey, I want marketing, but in reality, what they're looking for is one of 2 things, either lead generation or branding. Both have their advantages, but I focus more on the lead generation part. And lead generation is simply getting the opportunity to have a sales conversation with the right decision maker at the right time, as you were talking about earlier. Getting the opportunity to have a sales conversation. That's lead generation. Advertising and all that stuff falls more under the branding section, and there are experts that focus on that, and there's a place for that. If that's what people want, then they should focus on branding. If they want lead generation, then that's what I specialize in.
In the old sales world jargon, we say you got to get your foot in the door. What the lead generation, from what you explained to me, is you do a heck of a lot better getting the foot in the door. You get your message in your qualified potential client's ear. He's got to hear what you got to say, and you gave me a demo by phone on how that system works. Are you able to do that pretty well in almost any profession, or are there certain businesses that you specialize in generating lead generation?
No, any service-based business, lead generation is important. Now, there are 3 categories of businesses. E-commerce, where you're selling products and services online. The second is retail, where people are actually coming to a physical location. And the third is where it's service-based and not product-based. Lead generation is typically for service-based companies that are selling services. When it is product-based, then retail or e-commerce is the way to go, and that requires a different mindset and a different strategy.
Now, what is it, the one that you have found is most beneficial with your service? What sort of a business?
Any service-based business where there's an element of service. For example, a roofing company, an accountant, a senior care facility, anything where a service element is being performed versus just buying a product.
Mm-hmm. And what I liked about it is that you do not physically, of course, nothing beats eyeball-to-eyeball connection. You have to do that. But the rest of it, most of it afterward, you can actually do without you can do it virtually. Is that correct?
That is the way the world is. After COVID, everyone had to figure out how to provide services online, on Zoom meetings, virtually, and that created a huge opportunity for businesses. I'm astounded at how people have made generating leads for themselves using Zoom and virtual connections better for themselves, but it's also better for the consumer because now they don't need to spend and waste time having so many meetings. They can do the initial research, initial consultation virtually, figure out what they really want and who would be a good service provider, and then meet with those people so their time is saved and focused.
Well, I've been in sales probably over 70 years. So I know the frustration of, making it inconvenient for the potential client to see you for a meaningful meeting. But the beautiful part about what you can do with unified media marketing, Sam Gupta, is you can actually accommodate your potential client at a time that they can give you a fair hearing and without wasting a lot of, social talk that's not profitable and productive, and I'm sure the client appreciates that too. They want to buy something that you're offering. They want to get down to the nitty gritty. And I wondered if someone wants to get a hold of you, what do you suggest? How is the best way to do that?
The best way is obviously either call me directly at 248-390-8422 or go to our website and request a meeting, which is unifiedmmg.com, UNIFIED, like Media Marketing Group, mmg.com.
Yeah, or it could be Unified Money Management Group, MM, like M&M,
sure.
like M&M, and that how sweet that is. And as far as the initial call is concerned, about how much time do you take in assessing whether you are a good match for a client? How long, approximately?
Anywhere from 8 minutes to 45 minutes. Very quickly, we can decipher if it makes sense. If they hate it, it'll take 8 minutes. If they love it, it'll take 45 minutes.
Wow. That is the wonderful thing about technology today, is that rather than wasting driving time and all kinds of side issues that come up when you're even in the office with someone, the phone rings and all of a sudden your presentation is disrupted. This way you can have a meaningful conversation that can bring in that magic word called profit. Thanks so much, Sam Gupta, owner of Unified Media Marketing Group. Right now, we got to take a break, and we'll talk again on our next visit. But before I leave, I want to let you know my favorite parting thought, which is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.